Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video we're talking Lewis Hamilton and his first drive for Ferrari, if sources are to be believed, will be occurring next week. He will take an old Ferrari, the 2022 Ferrari, round the Fiorano test track at Ferrari's home. Lewis Hamilton will receive his first taste of Ferrari Formula One machinery next week, following his move from Mercedes for the 2025 season. The seven-time world champion will take to the team's Fiorano test track behind the wheel of the F175, the team's race-winning car from 2022. I have seen on Formula One, though, they say it could be 2 weeks. But this is goosebumps. It's exciting. A lot of questions we have as fans, and they're going to be answered. Are we going to see the old Lewis? Are we going to see the motivated Lewis? Can Charles take it to Lewis? Is Lewis finished? If it's 2024, then he should retire. There's massive questions about him. Where is his head at? We're about to find out. New team, new environment, Ferrari. They divide opinion. Sometimes they're great, but usually the strategy is pretty wank at Ferrari. And can you imagine? Lewis gets pretty irate at Mercedes. So imagine what it's going to be like when we question Lewis. Plan A, question Lewis. I told you, man. I told you what I wanted, man. The F175 was Ferrari's first attempt under F1's new ground effect regulations introduced at the beginning of 2022, with its name a nod to the 75th anniversary of the first Ferrari production car. The car was defined as bathtub-shaped side pods and was driven by Leclerc and Sainz. Yeah, it was quite a successful season, the 2022 car. It had 4 wins, 20 podiums, 12 poles, and 5 fastest laps. Charles Leclerc practically bottled the title as he went off at France. We know that Lewis will do some TPCs, which is testing of previous cars. Looks like he's going to be in a 2022 Ferrari, most likely in a 2-year-old Ferrari. So yeah. Round the test track at Fiorano, just around the corner from their Maranello headquarters. Most likely at some point in the next week. I've heard next week. This is saying 2 weeks. The location is weather dependent. If unfavourable conditions creep in, they can switch to Imola or Mugello at relatively short notice. The 7-time world champion will also likely get the chance to get more laps in the Ferrari machinery, so he can get used and up to speed of the team's working practices. A Pirelli tyre test. I understand that the Italian team are due to test for Pirelli during the first week of February in Jerez, Spain. Now Haas have just had, as we speak, they've got a little go around Jerez. Ollie Behrman, Esteban Ocon doing some laps around there. So it looks like a Pirelli tyre test is due the first week of February. And that also means Lewis can get more laps. Now, Lewis, not a massive fan of testing, but these are vital laps. Vital. Every lap he does, it will be vital, as he can process that information back to the team, what needs to improve, what feels good, and also that team environment. He needs to mould the Ferrari boys and girls around. He will not know. Meeting new people, remembering everyone's name will be a challenge. So yeah, Lewis, his first Ferrari drive is going to be at the Fiorano test track next week. Exciting times, honestly. I cannot wait to see how this goes. It's either going to be a failure or it's going to end that drought for Ferrari. 2007, Kimi Räikkönen. Years and years and years. We're almost coming up to 20 years. It'll probably be a learning season in 25, as we saw in 2013 with Mercedes. And then It was title, 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 title. Is that going to happen in 2026? Winning new regulations. Has Lewis seen something that we haven't? He obviously does not believe in the Mercedes project. They can make as many excuses as they want. They didn't offer him a contract and all this shite. I mean, yeah, he doesn't believe in Mercedes project, hence why he's moved teams. Yeah, he owes everything to Mercedes. But like I say, we've got to see a big reaction by Lewis. He's up there. For me, really quality everywhere. Amazing driver. One of the all-time greats of the sport. But if he performs like 2024, then Ferrari have made a massive mistake and they should have kept Carlos Sainz. Only time will tell. But Lewis is going to go round the test track and there'll be plenty of images about it. Everyone will be covering it. As Lewis, this is like a goosebumps moment. It was always a dream that probably wasn't going to happen. Now it's happened. 40 years of age. What can he produce? Comment down below your thoughts. Exciting times.